Episode 4.
Well, we
We're
are
jumping in.
starting.
Yeah, we're starting right now, yeah.
Okay.
Well, now we're good to go with levels and everything, so
Cool.
I can see the little sound waves.
Are they pretty?
Yeah, they're very pretty. Yeah, jumping in. Episode 4, dude.
Yeah.
This is the fourth time we're doing it.
Yep. And nobody thought we'd make it.
Yeah, well, okay.
No, I thought we'd make it.
Look, dude, we did this joke at the beginning of the last episode. I think we got to start fresh.
Okay, fine.
All right.
I don't have any other jokes.
All right, well, it's episode 4. This is our 4th week doing it. We're repeating everything we just said, so.
Yep. Looks like we're out of ideas.
No, we're not out of ideas. I got a whole
No.
list of things over there to talk about.
Yeah.
And also, we are filming this time. So
We got video.
we might have some YouTube shorts pop up.
Check out the YouTube.
We might have a YouTube video go up for episode 4. Who knows?
Have our own Patreon or something eventually down the road, you know?
Oh, maybe we could put the video on the Patreon.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's enticing enough to donate money for.
Probably not
just
yet.
to see us.
Not yet.
Not yet. Well, it seems like everyone kind of does video podcasts for free.
Yeah.
So we'd probably have to shoot an extra hour.
Yeah.
for
We'd
it
have
to
to
be-
be shirtless or something to
That-
put it on the Patreon or, you know.
That might work, yes.
But, well, maybe
Maybe we
that would
should
actually
start an
deter more
OnlyFans.
people.
We should start an OnlyFans.
Okay. Let's not go too far.
Actually, no, I had a business idea where I talked to Jackson about this when we went bowling.
Yeah.
But,
I think I know
did
what
you
you're
hear
talking about.
the panty ones?
Yeah. You're talking about with the whole group, not just Jack.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, I was looking at Jackson the whole time, but
Why?
So-
Because he's into that? You're like, we're going to do this.
no, I don't think he was into it. He did tell me it was the best idea
he's
I've had
ever
so
had.
far. So,
He's ever heard? Or
well,
you
that I've pitched to him.
Okay, let's
so-
hear it.
The idea was we start an OF and we just catfish guys basically. Or maybe it's feet pics. I don't know. But it's in a way that we could run it without being caught that we're males, right? But we're trying to attract males. And then part of the big money-making scheme was that, every week Jackson and I would just buy a pack of ladies' underwear, the bottoms,
Okay.
I guess. Yeah,
Sure.
bottoms. And just wear them to work out in, get real sweaty in,
Mhm.
get that stank in it.
Oh, heck yeah.
And then, we catfish guys on our OF and then sell these used panties basically to these perverts out there. And they'll get it and eat it up and they'll never know that it was just
They'll
some
yeah.
stanky dude. It's ball sweat that they're
Yeah.
sniffing.
Well, maybe they could smell the testosterone on it.
I mean, I don't know if they're that developed.
Okay. What does that mean?
Well, I guess I mean that was just supposed to be a joke, but now if you really want to dive into it, my thought process was, oh, maybe super heavy perverts like that don't have a very developed sense of smell. But I mean, maybe they do. I mean, because you never know who's into that.
They could sniff out.
So people could totally surprise you. You never know.
Yeah. They could sniff out
Because turns out your
some lady's
dad,
panties from
your
a
dad
mile
is
away.
a diaper cutie.
Yeah. I don't know if he wants that.
No, I'm just kidding. He's not. He's not a diaper cutie, but
No. He made a joke, though. He's like, oh, you guys were looking at my Reddit, huh? The diaper cuties. Those were the ones that, dressed up in diapers and,
yeah. Mm-hmm. And they enjoy
took
it.
pics of it.
Yeah. So anyways, I thought that was a pretty fun business idea. I chatted with ChatGPT a little bit about it before talking to Jackson and got some ideas. Because my original idea was to go on Craigslist. But then ChatGPT was like, hey, Craigslist might take you down if you try and do sexual things on there.
Right.
So go to OF where it's all fair game.
Dang.
And I was like, thanks, ChatGPT. That's a really good business move.
He got you right.
Yeah. ChatGPT has my back.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
But also, I think ChatGPT just tells me what I want to hear. Because every post, I'm like, wait, ChatGPT, so is it like, could I make money selling panties online as a man, catfishing guys, other guys?
Uh-huh.
And ChatGPT was like, that's a very insightful and that could be like a really good business maneuver for you. That's a great idea. Let me tell you why. Every time I put something in, it's always like, hey,
It's a good idea.
that's an out of the box thought that you're having.
It is an
you're-
out of the box.
You're an
thought, for
outward thinker for sure.
sure. Yeah. You are an outward
I'm
thinker.
neurodivergent.
Neurodivergent.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a buzzword people say. I don't know. They think differently or they're
Yeah.
smart or something.
Well, just because you think differently doesn't mean you're smart.
Yeah, that's true.
Like selling panties online to catfish men.
You don't think that's smart?
Well, it's definitely different.
I think you could get some amount of money out of it.
Yeah, for sure.
I think there's definitely someone who will buy it.
Yeah. You say, I got Sydney Sweeney's panties.
I don't think they'll go. I don't think they'll believe
I
that.
think someone would. Someone could.
Or like bathwater. That'd be so easy. It could just be water from the freaking sink. Just pour a little like body wash in there or something. Something that smells fruity.
Yeah, and a bit of sweat.
Yeah. I mean, maybe not even. How would they know? Water doesn't smell stinky if a stinky person gets in it, right?
Yeah. If it
And you'd have to be pretty
low enough
gross.
concentration.
You'd have to be pretty gross. Well, I'm talking like a bathtub full of water that you dipped yourself in. Well, okay. So
No, bathed in.
yeah, the people do sell bath water that they've bathed in, but I'm just talking to just rip them off, fill up a mason jar in the sink, pour a little body wash, just like a little drop or something, like
Yeah.
a
Little
feminine
soapy.
body wash. Yeah, and shake it up and then sell that. I'm not talking about actually getting in a tub and bathing. Let's take the shortcut.
I didn't think we were gonna do that. I was just like, hey, we might, put a little sweat. You don't have to get in the tub to put sweat in it.
That's true. You'd have to collect your sweat somehow. That's still work.
Well, you just like wring out a shirt. I don't know. After you go for a run.
I guess. I don't sweat that much on a run though. I can't wring out my shirt.
You also don't run.
Yes.
That's the problem.
I mean, if I had to, but also I'm the Chinese sweatshop of selling used panties. Okay, I'm cutting corners here.
Yeah. Yeah. Michael's not the one wearing it.
Yeah, I'm not. We're not. It's not a quality product. It's just let's just get it out there on the shelves.
Yeah. How much are panties to buy though?
I don't know. I assume at Walmart you could probably get a pack for like $10, like 5 for 10 or something.
You assume.
Yeah, well, I didn't do like market research. I wasn't serious about the idea, although maybe I am now. But maybe I'll look it up. Good. Yeah, and then obviously that's like the low line. Like you only resell those for like $20 or something.
Mm-hmm.
But still, if it's $10 for 5, or even $10 for 2 or 3, if you sell each one for $20.
Profit.
Then
profit margins off the
big time profit. Yeah. Even if you eat like shipping and handling out of that as well.
Okay.
And then you get nicer ones, and then you sell those ones for like gold $70, $100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The gold ones.
Yeah. Gold ones. Lace. Is that what you would like? Gold lace.
Yeah. Gold lace, baby.
Your parents listen to this.
Yeah. Well, my $1 million idea, it's a little less sexual in nature.
That's fine. Doesn't have to be sexy.
But, it's sexy.
Oh, okay.
But less sexual.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, maybe not nice. Hit me.
Picture this. You got a shirt, a nice shirt you don't want when you're eating.
Is this the bib one?
Not just the bib one.
Okay. Keep going. Explain the idea.
So you have a shirt. You don't want to get it messy when eating. What if you had a bib right under the collar? It flips out. Boom. No mess.
What happens when you have to flip that bib back into your shirt?
It's got a pocket. Designated pocket.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yep.
So you never...
So like all this stuff goes into the pocket, but like you can wash the pocket. You got to wash it inside out.
You can turn it inside out when you throw on the wash, yeah.
Yeah. I think it could be great for like fancy parties. You put it on like a nice collared shirt, flip out your bib. You don't get your nice collared shirt
Would
dirty
a nice event have like napkins?
Well, yeah, but you put that in your lap.
I mean, some people tuck it in their shirt. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen someone actually do that. It's always on the lap.
Exactly.
Which, why even put it on your lap? I don't know.
Well, so you don't get your lap dirty. Food spills, you just flick it.
I guess, yeah. It's usually just crumbs for me. But like the juicy stuff, I just lean over the plate.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. Yeah. We'll start a Kickstarter. Maybe that will be our first merch, the bib shirt. Wait, what are you going to call it?
The B shirt.
The B shirt?
Instead of a T-shirt, if that's not obvious.
The B shirt.
Yeah. Bib shirt.
We should make that as our first piece of merch.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
cousin game night or cousin couch B shirt.
That was
A
awkward.
little slip of the tongue. That's our old channel name.
When we attempted to
We
make
attempted
it
to start a
big
YouTube
a
channel
year ago.
Yeah. Was it a year ago?
Over a year. It was like July 4th.
Yeah. Oh
last
yeah,
year.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was 2023 then, because it wasn't last summer.
It's been a year and a half.
Yeah. Almost
2 years.
Yeah, we filmed 2 videos and that was that. But we were also trying to include a lot more cousins in the videos.
Which is why it was called Cousin Game Night.
Yeah, and it was supposed to be this cool thing. We come together, we play games for game night, we film it. It's supposed to be basically like this, but a couple more people and we're playing a game. But the logistics of that, it was hard to keep up.
Yeah, because we just use one iPhone.
Yeah, one iPhone
film the
to
whole
film.
room.
So you could never see the board. You only saw the back of some people's heads.
Yeah.
If we did do that again in the future, we would need like a few cameras, like an overhead camera on the table so you could see the board, the game we're playing and stuff, and everyone's mic'd up, and that would be cool.
We just kind of threw it together.
Yeah. It
Didn't
was
really work out.
a big idea, and we had...
Ambitious, to say the least.
Yeah, it was very ambitious, and we couldn't pull it together.
No.
But we did get 2 videos out, so
there's that.
We got something done.
Yeah. So we were, that 90% thing?
90%.
Don't make it to the 3rd episode.
Oh.
That was our YouTube channel.
Yeah, I feel like YouTubers make it a little further than 2 videos, though.
Yeah. But so now we're trying podcasting.
Yeah, now
obviously it's going pretty well.
Yeah. We were like, YouTube's already too big. What's like a small subgenre area that we can really dive into
doing.
that no one else is doing?
We're early adopters.
We're early adopters of the podcast scene.
Yeah.
Early adopters of comedy podcasting specifically too. That is, there's really no big people doing that.
Emphasis on comedy too.
Yeah, emphasis on comedy. This is funny.
This is funny stuff. Well, let's hear some of your ideas you had. You said you had like written down some ideas to talk about. Let's hear some.
Oh yeah, specifically for tonight.
Yeah, let's hear some. Because I enjoy listening to them. I thought they were interesting.
Yeah, let me pull them up here. Okay, so Eve said she wanted a bidet.
But yeah. You a fan of the
my
bidet?
Wife. I am a fan. I would love to have a bidet.
Well, then get one.
Yeah, and now my wife says she wants one, so
I love a bidet.
It's good. I mean, right now we have the poor man's bidet. So
what's that?
That's what
you just like splash some water up in there?
No, just downward dog in the shower, basically spread your cheeks.
Yeah.
So that's how I usually clean up.
He takes a shower every time he goes number 2.
No, I don't. But, toilet paper really doesn't do a good job at all.
No.
I don't know if you've had to wipe someone else's butt with toilet paper. One time I had to do it for my kids because we ran out of wipes while we were out and about. And so we just used some toilet paper. And let me tell you, it didn't get everything. It was not clean.
Doesn't get everything.
Not super clean.
It's like if you go to wipe poop off like a table or something.
Yeah, you can't
Scrape
use a dry wipe.
Yeah, dry wipe.
No, there's residue. So a bidet would be awesome to get your butt totally clean. So yeah, we might get one now.
Yeah. Like a fancy one, like it's got heat, it's got...
We'll have to work out what our budget is. Depends on how many panties we sell. So yeah, we might get a bidet. Let's see, the Prince Ren story. There's nothing really funny about this, but I was reading this book about, it's called like Stories from the Tao. It's basically stories that encapsulate the teachings of the Tao, which is like a Chinese, it's basically like the Chinese Bible. Okay. It's just like a collection of wisdom, supposedly written by Lao Tzu, but it's so old that people don't really know who wrote it, but it's speculated that he's the most likely one to have written it.
Lao Tzu. Yeah,
so it's just a collection of like his teachings, and it's basically just like a philosophy book, essentially.
Like a Bible.
Essentially, yeah. Except it's less storyline driven. It's very much just like
this and that.
Paragraphs of like, hey, this is like something you could probably do to better your life. You know,
So have you incorporated that?
there's some like metaphors and stuff, but it's not like the Bible where there's stories that like, you know, contain the messages.
Yeah.
But anyway, this book is a collection of stories that kind of encapsulate what the Tao is all about. And one of them is the story of Prince Ren, who was a guy, a prince, obviously, who...
It's in the name.
Yeah. He went and got the biggest fishing hook he could find. It's as big as your arm, like when you curl it to show off your biceps.
Some are bigger than others.
Yeah. And he went and got 3 miles of the best fishing line. And he found the longest shaft of bamboo to create his fishing rod with. And he cast it into the ocean. He sat on top of this huge mountain and cast it way out into the ocean. And he sat there and he fished for a year and caught nothing. But when he did catch something, it was the biggest fish anyone had ever seen. It fed the town for the whole year and everyone praised his name. And the end of the story is, would Prince Ren have ever been able to support the village like that if he was fishing just in a little creek with a little hook and a little fishing rod?
Depends on how many fish are coming down that stream, huh?
Well, the answer is no. He wouldn't have been able to.
No.
The moral of the story is basically go big or go home.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's what we're doing, dude.
We're going big.
Yeah, we're going big.
But we're still home right now. Well, you are. I'm not.
I'm home. You're not home. I'm on my couch. But we're still going big.
Yeah.
We started a podcast, dude.
Yeah.
No
one does that.
No one's doing
No
this.
one's doing that.
I mean, well, if you think about it, literally no one oh wait, I do know one guy, but he only made it through like 10 episodes or something. So
okay, we've only made it through 3.
Yeah, I know, but we're on our way up. But besides that one guy that I kind of know through old work.
Yeah.
An
acquaintance.
I don't know anyone that records podcasts.
No. And we're doing it. We're going big.
I mean, do you know anyone that does it?
No.
Yeah.
Because everyone kind of mocks you a little bit. It's kind of.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, you started a podcast.
That's the downside, yeah. Yeah, what do you think? You're going to be famous or something?
Yeah.
What are you, an idiot?
Yeah. No.
Anyways, my little sister actually basically said that. I was like, yo, we have a podcast. She was like, I'm never going to listen to it. But guess who texted me this week?
I'm guessing her.
My sister. Guess what she said?
Haha.
No.
Oh.
She's like, maybe in those little breaks you take in your podcast, you could like play your music or something for a couple minutes.
Yeah, because that would be comedic.
Yeah, that's super funny. But no, so I was like, I thought you weren't going to listen, dude.
And she did.
She was like, well, you know, I was bored, so I thought, maybe I'd check it out or something.
Yeah. And now she can't stop listening.
Yeah.
She's on the edge of her seat every week, waiting for it to come out.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
And what else did I write down here?
Play some of your music.
No,
Okay.
I think, I don't know. I think I should keep it separate.
Well, just
from
give
the
a little
podcast.
little taste of it.
I mean, I can shout out like stuff that I'm doing music wise and stuff on here, shameless plugs, but I don't really want to like play the music here.
Okay.
Because, it's
not great. If we're honest.
Thanks.
No, it's pretty good.
It's all right. Yeah.
I have it on my playlist.
Yeah.
One of the songs.
Yeah, but you skip it
I
every time.
skip it every time.
You don't even wait 30 seconds for it to count as a stream.
Nope.
You just
comes up. Oh, I know what that one is.
axe it. Boom. But, it's like an indie rock kind of deal, and not everyone's into that. So,
yeah.
There's a niche audience, and I don't think our audience really overlaps. But if anyone wants to check it out, my artist profile is Dry Flower, also on Spotify.
Plug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's everywhere. You can stream it everywhere you stream music. DRYFLOWER.
Yep. Check out Dry Flower.
Yeah. Some of the songs are not great. Let me tell you that. There's if you listen to like the top 2 or 3 that just show up when you first visit my profile, those ones are all right. And then the other like 3 or 4 that I have are just kind of meh. But I do have 2 songs that are pretty much done and ready to release. So I'll probably release them in the summer. I'm hoping to finish a 3rd one so I can do like 1 song every month. Anyways, we don't have to talk about it. Moving on.
That's his plans for the summer, musically. Let's hear another idea here.
I wrote down that we drove past one of our aunt's old house, this really big house that she used to live in.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
Yeah, well,
the big one.
She lived there.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't anymore, but she used to live there. It was pretty cool. But I broke my pinky in her backyard playing football.
Yeah. We were playing football and Michael had to go and ruin the fun
I didn't ruin it. I kept playing for a
No,
little
you
bit.
didn't.
I was like, well, once my pinky turned black, I was like,
Yeah, for like
dude, I can't play anymore. I'm gonna have to go in.
didn't turn black.
It was like it was blue.
Okay.
It was pretty bruised and it was super swollen. I couldn't wrap my hands or my pinky around the Xbox controller when we went back inside. It was just straight out.
Yeah.
I couldn't bend my pinky
I just
at all.
remember thinking like, man, I really wanted to play football, and Michael just ruined this whole thing.
Well, we got a couple downs in.
Yeah, we just barely started playing, and he went up for a catch and
And it
couldn't
just
catch.
smashed my pinky
Yep.
and fractured it.
Yep.
Yeah. I didn't think much of it though, so I waited a week. And when it was still swollen a week later, I was like, hey, mom and dad, something's wrong with my pinky.
Might not be good.
I think I have to go to urgent care.
I
can't remember how old I was.
don't know.
Probably like 13, 14.
Probably in there. Yeah.
Pretty young.
Have you broken any other bones?
No, that's the only bone I've broken.
Mm.
And y'all were there to witness it. All the
Yep.
cousins were there
Yeah.
to witness it.
He was crying, and
I didn't cry.
he was crybaby.
I didn't cry.
Yeah, we were like, "Hey, Michael, cheer up, man.
No, I
Just
didn't
a
cry.
little finger sprain."
No, I didn't cry. I promise you. I remember my finger got smashed. I was like, ow, that hurt. Okay,
He's
let's
like,
do
"Oh."
the next down. And then it started to swell up super bad and turn black basically from bruising. And
purple.
it was a very dark color.
Well, it was dark outside, so
Okay, whatever.
all of our fingers were a little
yeah,
dark.
we went back inside where it was light and it was pretty bruised.
Yeah, he
So
was
black and
crying,
blue.
and
I didn't cry though. I was like, dude, that really hurt. We should calm down. Let's just play some Xbox. And then I couldn't play Xbox really. I mean, I just had to hold the paddle a little different, but
yeah, that's the same house that we tried to make our movie in.
yeah. We've always been very creative people.
Yeah, we always tried to make it.
Do you remember what it was called?
Do you?
Carmen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was. so our cousin Jaden was the lead of this movie, and the movie was called Carmen, and it's basically just imagine the worst like Disney Channel spy movie. It was 10 times worse than that.
Yeah.
It was
we
basically.
thought it was pretty good.
I mean, we thought it was pretty cool at the time, but I'm sure
we
if
were all like,
play back the tapes.
if you were 13, 14, everyone else was below that.
That's true. I mean, we were making a movie,
Yeah.
in someone's basement at 13, 14. So
Yeah.
that's pretty big. But anyways, the premise was this girl, Carmen, is a regular teenage girl
Yeah.
who gets recruited to be a spy and takes down like a super evil guy. I can't even remember
Like
what he
Mark
was doing.
Wahlberg, like you were saying.
Yeah, except it's a 13-year-old.
Right.
13-year-old girl.
Right. Just a regular 13-year-old girl.
Yeah. Just an average.
But they saw potential in her, the spy community.
Yeah, like an
That girl
mhm.
could be a spy.
Yeah, she gets scouted and recruited and then takes down basically the biggest, baddest guy.
Mm-hmm. And who was the bad guy?
I was.
Of course.
And during the fight scene, I actually got punched in the face.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
But like,
And he
like
cried a
all
lot.
great. No,
Again.
I didn't cry. Oh my gosh, I didn't cry. Like all great
Michael
actors,
keeps crying.
I freaking rolled with the blow a little bit. I mean, it connected with me, so I didn't really roll afterwards. You
Yeah.
know, it was a
He went-
natural roll. Yeah, I rolled down. I fell to the ground, but then I came back with a little spinning kick move, just to like sweep the legs, her feet out from underneath her.
Uh-huh.
And then we kept the scene rolling.
Heck yeah.
And that was the final
Professional.
take. Yeah. I
Nope.
kept going, dude. I was like Leonardo DiCaprio and Django. Freaking rips open his hand on the broken glass and he just
Mm.
keeps going.
Yeah, you're just like that.
Yeah, I'm just like that. I should have, I could have pursued an acting career, but I was, I just didn't want all the fame and stuff.
I'm
It's just too
honestly
much.
was probably too young because I don't even remember the premise. I don't even remember what I played. I think I was just some kind of like
Well, if I was 12 or 13, then you were like
8 or
8.
9.
Yeah, or 9.
Yeah.
So that would have been pretty far back in the memory bank there.
Yeah. I was probably just some like
you were just
henchman.
yeah, I think you and Colton were henchmen.
Yeah, we got beat up in one scene. I remember
And
throw me to a couch or something. I don't know.
I think Brendan was the mentor to Carmen. Jaden. He was the one that recruited her.
The spy recruit saw potential in her.
Yeah.
And then I remember we were filming in that room in the basement,
Mm-hmm.
and then they had like that really open window,
Yeah.
and then we thought that like a clown was gonna come
Yeah.
through that window for some reason.
Well, someone said there was a clown face in the window, so we all freaked
And
out.
it was just the light, the reflection of the light, and then we were all freaked out for the whole night.
Yeah, that ended filming for that night.
Yeah, we're like, well, we're not actually not gonna stay in.
We're
this
not going to
room.
be in this room anymore.
Yeah.
Do you remember Uncle Mike making cookie salad?
No.
It was just like it was like he baked 24 cookies and then just like crumbled them in his hands and served it on a plate.
And that was our dinner.
No, that was dessert. And he was like, "You guys want cookie salad?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. What
I'm
is
sure
it?"
he'll be
And
washing
it
his
was just
hands.
like a bunch of cookie pieces laying on a plate.
Oh my god! Wow, I can make cookie salad pretty good.
Yeah, it's not a hard recipe.
It's not hard. Yeah, if you guys want the recipe, we can send it to you.
Yeah.
We'll put it out.
Get any cookie that you enjoy and crumble it up on a plate.
Uh-huh.
There you go, cookie salad.
Yeah.
Or you could mix in like other flavors of cookies too. Like if you got a couple
now you're
different
getting crazy.
Yeah, like if you got a couple different Girl Scout cookie combinations, just crumple them into a bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little Samoa, little wheat
Wheat thins? That's not a freaking cookie, dude.
Thin mint. Not wheat thin. A thin mint.
Thin mints are good.
Yeah.
Samoas are good.
Yeah.
Have you had Samoas as a s'more? Like you use that as you put a marshmallow in between them?
They're actually not called Samoas anymore, are they?
Was it not culturally appropriate?
Culturally appropriate.
Was it culturally appropriate?
I guess not. I don't know what they're called now.
Yeah, interesting. My wife is Samoan. Did you know that? Quarter Samoan.
Oh, so that joke was all right for you.
Yeah, so I can say, I can still call those cookies Samoas.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. Yeah.
She's laughing.
Kind of shaking her head a little bit.
Yeah. Well, that's, just how it goes.
That's marriage.
That's marriage. That's cultural appropriation.
Yeah.
I don't think we can talk about the next topic on my list of stuff.
Yeah. That'll be on the Patreon.
Yeah, if we ever start one.
Yeah.
It's a little too hot for this cast.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of a hot take. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to say it. Well, I mean, I don't have the beliefs, but Michael did, so.
I mean, I was just bringing up, dialogue, just, about a subject, just trying to see, all sides.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, and then that was it.
That was it?
That's the other two on there I already talked about.
That's what we thought of throughout the week.
Oh, well, I mean, there is one more.
Let's hear it.
That isn't too hot. You know where your butt cheeks meet?
I don't think I do.
You know where your butt cheeks meet your thighs, and it's just like the perfect like cupping position to like cup your cheeks.
Yeah.
Like if you grabbed your butt,
yeah, that's
it would
where
be
you would
right
grab
there,
it, yeah.
right where your butt meets your thigh. Okay.
The little dangly skin, yeah.
Yeah. Well, some people have tight skin,
Right,
like
okay.
me.
Well,
it's not dangly.
Okay.
It's a nice, little curve into it.
like a baby's bottom. You
You
got a baby's bottom.
No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't compare it to a baby's bottom. It's, it's fine though. Anyways, so at that point, I was like in the shower the other week, last week. I was like,
probably
oh
like
my
rinsing off some fecal matter.
I mean,
Upward dog style.
Downward dog. You bend over for that.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, you could do both.
Upward dog like pushes your cheeks together, so I don't think you.
Well, you go downward, then you go upward. Okay. Anyways, what are you saying?
Anyways, so right on that shelf on my butt, there was just a lot of hair, so I shaved it. I used my razor, gave myself razor burn, and it's just been super itchy all week.
Nice.
Yeah, so there you have it.
There you go.
Yeah, I was already in the shower, so I didn't want to get out and get my little trimmer tool thing.
Mm-hmm. Use the razor.
I just used my old razor. I was about to throw it away anyways. Then I used my face and finished up my face and then, hit the butt.
Yeah, good thing you didn't go butt then face.
That was a terrible move.
Yeah.
It's just been so itchy.
You can hardly sit down.
Bottom of my cheeks, yeah.
Just gotta like scratch like a dog.
No, yeah, just both hands. Anytime I go to the bathroom to pull down my pants, just both hands up and down the thighs.
He's like scooting across the carpet, trying to get that. Yeah, I can't say I've ever shaved right there.
Well, I would check tonight. Just see how hairy it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll check for you.
Yeah, give it a go.
Send some pics, maybe.
Use a razor. Don't send me pics. Use a razor and then see how itchy it is afterwards.
No, it sounds terrible.
Yeah, I'm only using my little trimmer from now on.
Okay.
Yeah, terrible.
Good to know.
Anyways, did anything embarrassing happen to you this week?
Nope.
Yeah.
No,
Nothing happened.
nothing embarrassing.
Did anything cool happen?
I kind of wrecked my toenail.
Doing what?
I was playing basketball, some pickup basketball, and I wasn't wearing the greatest shoes. They're kind of like just fabricy on the top,
Mm-hmm.
and the guy had like on some basketball, like kind of outdoor shoes.
Some Jordans.
No, I don't know what they were,
Hmm.
but they were a little heavier.
Was this church ball?
No, we were just
okay.
playing like in an outdoor court.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but he like just stamped on my toe.
Dang.
Made my toenail like break at kind of
Oh.
like kind of lift up at the top.
Oh.
No, it's a little purple at the very top.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's
Like it kind
disgusting.
of separated a little bit,
That's awful.
Yeah. So
Dude,
that's what I'm dealing with.
when I was a little kid, I tried to walk into the bathroom, but my mom was in there. And so she quickly tried to close the door and it caught my big toenail and just flipped it up. Oh, yeah. That hurt. That one hurt. I had to tape it back down with Band-Aids.
Oh, you should have just ripped it off.
No, the whole toenail? No, we left it on with Band-Aids and then it just kind of grew back. So,
That's good.
yeah, that hurt.
I've lost
I remember
my big
that
toenail
pain.
twice.
Really?
Yeah.
Like totally gone?
Yeah.
Oh, yuck.
From soccer.
Oh.
Yeah. Like it kind of would bruise.
Uh-huh.
And then like eventually it
Just falls off?
would come off.
Ew.
And then like the new toenail would already be growing.
Oh.
It's kind of like a baby tooth. And then the adult
Ew.
tooth pushing it out.
Oh, gross.
Yeah. Done that twice.
So you just have bare skin on the top of your toe for a while?
Yeah, with like a little nub of nail at the very
Oh,
end.
yeah.
It's just like growing.
That's disgusting. Dude,
Yeah.
I can't imagine that.
Yeah.
Because it was all bloody underneath mine.
Well, mine had
When
already
that
like
happened.
dried because it got bruised from
Mhm.
like playing soccer.
Yeah.
And so when eventually like it was already dried and then the nail just kind of came off eventually.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Do you ever remember seeing that commercial where that little gremlin pops open the toenail and crawls underneath it?
No, was that a dream?
No, that's a real commercial. You can look it up.
Gremlin
But it was
toenail.
for like this like toe fungus cream. And the little goblin thing was supposed to be like the fungus. And he was like, hey, I'm this fungus. I live underneath your toenail. And there's like a foot next to
That
him.
kind of rings a bell.
And he just like pops it open like the hood of a car and jumps in.
And that kind of makes you like squirm.
Yes, makes me squirm every time.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
The nails.
I don't like nail stuff.
Okay.
What? It's true. Thinking of that just makes me squirm.
Yeah.
It makes me curl my toes.
Like putting a needle underneath a nail. and just
No.
Lifting it up.
I don't like that. Or even just someone like playing with your nails, like pretending to lift it up a little bit. I don't like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of gross.
Ooh.
Kind of off-putting.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Well, should we take a little break?
I guess we can, yeah.
Okay, we're going to take a break.
And we're back.
We're back. All right.
Gage, because we have video this week, Gage wants to open up some Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
So,
You were calling me a nerd? Well, this is...
welcome to the nerd section of our podcast.
Yeah. Nerd alert. We
We're
got
gonna-
3 packs here.
Describe the packs. What are we looking at here?
Okay, we got 2 packs from the Scarlet and Violet base set.
Oh, I actually love that set. That's my favorite set.
Dude, shut up. We got Scarlet and Violet Obsidian Flames.
Oh, there's a Charizard on there. Do you think there's a Charizard inside?
Well, I've packed a Charizard from this set before. So, not to like brag or anything, but
I've actually packed a Charizard, so this wouldn't be my first time.
Have you ever packed a Charizard? That's what I thought.
Well,
All right,
actually,
we're gonna open these
one
up.
time I bought a tin that had Charizard.
Already on it. Okay,
Yeah.
that doesn't count.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was in the display card, so I knew for
Yeah,
sure I
yeah,
was getting
yeah.
a Charizard.
Okay. Well, we're gonna
Anyways,
open these up.
Open it up. Let's see what
We're
we
gonna do
have.
some like ASMR, I think. Yeah.
That
It's
didn't-
open.
That didn't make me feel relaxed.
Okay, we're gonna show the camera here.
Wait, what is it?
'Kay.
Read them
I'll
off.
read them off. We got an Alamomola, Pomo, Toad School, Rotom, Miriam, Lucario.
Lucario.
Check him out.
Whoa.
Rock Chestplate, Flittle, Pokemon Catcher, and we got an EX.
What does that mean? The X Razor X?
No, it's just an EX card.
Oh, is that good?
Yeah.
No, it's shiny.
I mean, it's an alright card. It's an alright
Dude,
pull.
this Lucario, though, with accelerating stab, that's a good pull.
Dude, okay. Michael is being facetious and such. He doesn't like this segment. He doesn't like that I brought these.
I just think it's funny that you are
Opening packs?
opening Pokemon cards here.
Okay.
So
well,
yeah, I'm going to make fun of you.
We got our second pack here.
Yeah, let's open it.
Obsidian Flames we're going. That first pack was one of the Scarlet and Violet.
Is this the one with a Charizard on it?
Yep, this is the Charizard. So if
Ooh.
we pull this Charizard, Michael's going to freak out.
I'm going to piss my pants.
Yeah. He's going to have to go in the shower for you guys. Well, not for you guys, but... Okay, second pack is open. Got a Larvitar, Magnemite, Eevee.
Eevee.
Michael knows that one. Toadschool, Dartrix.
The same Toadschool as the other one?
Yeah.
I have a great
Well,
memory.
no, different
Oh,
card,
it's different?
but
Oh, okay.
Oinkalog. I don't know how to say that. Salazzle, Brime, Smolov, Darkrai.
Darkrai. Ooh.
Nothing special in that pack.
It is shiny, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so nothing special in that pack. That's,
Oh, and a Water Energy.
well,
You didn't name that.
yeah, well, it's not that exciting.
Water Energy was the first Pokemon card I ever got. That and a Rattata.
Wow. Not that Charizard, huh?
No.
Okay, we got a third pack. This is the last Scarlet and Violet. Let's hear the rip.
So if you really wanted to do ASMR, you'd have to whisper into the microphone. Yeah. Hey, we're really excited to have a new today. Some really great cards. You like these?
We got a Quaxley, Hondar, Crushing Hammer,
That's a really great one.
Starly,
Starly's an amazing card.
Heracross,
Heracross is my favorite Pokemon.
Crocodile,
Crocodiles are a real animal too.
Flamingo,
So are flamingos.
Meditite,
Meditites, I don't know.
Drifloon,
Very cool balloons.
and Professor's Research.
Professor's Research is also something we have in real life.
Yeah, nothing great in that one.
Yeah, I didn't see that. What energy did you get?
It was a Psychic Energy.
Oh. Well, we know you don't have any psychic energy. There was no Charizard.
No, yeah, good one. No Charizard in that one. The best thing we got was this Miraidon EX.
Very cool.
Very cool. I already have that card.
And you also got a white Pokeball that all of these came in.
It's true. This is called a luxury ball.
Oh, is that stainless steel?
Stainless steel. You can hear it came with a coin.
Oh, the coin stainless steel.
No.
Is the ball plastic?
The ball is steel.
Oh. Wow.
Pretty high quality stuff from Pokemon, from the Pokemon company.
Wow. How much does this set you back?
$15.
Not bad.
Not bad. You get a ball and some packs.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Are you going to sell any of these on eBay or something?
Wait, this is a premier ball, not a luxury ball. Sorry. I misspoke.
Wow.
I misspoke.
Do you even know your balls, dude?
I know my balls.
Just had a cough.
So that was our nerd segment.
Yeah. Glad that's over. Nerd.
You should bring a nerdy something.
Yeah, I
Next time.
should. I mean, what have I been nerding out on? I've been reading a little bit about Carl Jung, and no, this is good stuff.
Okay.
And the collective unconscious.
You lost me.
Do you even know what the collective unconscious is, dude?
No, but I'm sure you're going to fill us in.
Yeah, no, I definitely will. So the collective unconscious. Well, so let's take a step further.
Step further. I need to step back.
Yeah, no, step back. Carl Jung is a early 20th century psychologist. Like one of the big three. It was like him, Sigmund Freud was kind of his mentor, and then he kind of ditched some of his ideas. Like he ditched a lot of like the sexualness that Freud had and was like, dude, that's like some of this kind of makes sense, but we don't need all that. And then really expounded on it as well.
Okay.
And then Alfred Adler was kind of another guy. He was kind of separate though, I think. Anyways, Carl Jung has this idea that there's the collective unconscious, which is that all of our subconsciousness, all of human subconscious is connected together. And
Okay.
there's actually been studies done where rats that have been taught a new task in the US, rats in Britain will learn that task faster. And then in another country, once the rats in Britain learn it, they'll learn the task even faster
In
like Japan or something.
okay,
So
so
the first
line
rats
goes from U.S. to Britain
no,
to
no,
Japan.
no, it doesn't. That doesn't matter. The point is that once one set of rats learned it, it was stored in their subconscious and then passed into like this collective unconscious. And so when new rats go to learn it, it's like in their subconscious mind, it's sort of filtering in from other rats. Does that make sense?
I mean,
And so they start
know what you're
learning it
saying,
faster
yeah.
and faster.
but like how?
How? I don't know how it gets passed into the collective unconscious. It's just an idea.
Yeah.
That it's just out there.
Okay.
And so it's kind of the same thing with humans. And
so let's say LeBron James, he's really good at basketball.
Yeah.
He's learning. He's dunking. Could that get passed to me?
In some ways, yes. That's kind of like when you think of like basketball players 50 years ago. Like how good were they? Were they as good as today's players? Were they as fast? Were they
Michael
jumping
Jordan
as high?
the GOAT.
Yeah, Michael Jordan is the GOAT.
But a little farther than 50 years is a little farther than his time.
Okay, well, basketball might be a bad example because they've changed the way the way that like defense and offense works, right?
Yeah.
So it's not really the same game.
Okay. Yeah.
But like the 50-yard dash or like the 100-meter dash, like Usain Bolt, like 100 years ago, people weren't running as fast as Usain Bolt.
Right.
Right. And so it's like there's been these little improvements over time. Somehow the next generation is better. And it's because the past generation learned all these little techniques and passed it into the collective unconscious. And when this new generation comes forth, that's like sort of in their subconscious already. And so you're building on what's been done before, essentially.
Okay. So it's not like this rat learned how to, like, I don't know, get cheese out of a mousetrap or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then in America, and then all of a sudden these British rats somehow are learning how to do that because they're in a different location.
No, the different location just shows that like these rats didn't teach it to those rats.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But those rats in Britain still picked up on the task faster than the American rats. And they say that possibly it's because of this collective unconscious that once
yeah, but you were talking about like evolution almost. Where like
I meant like the rats, they're in the same sort of time period, you know?
Yeah.
I guess you can look at it kind of as evolution, but I didn't mean to, if I came across as saying it as evolutionary, then that's my bad.
This generation can run this fast because they're learning these stuff and then we just improve about what they're learning.
Yeah, that was just sort of like a metaphor to sort of illustrate the point.
Okay.
But also, you know, it's kind of hard to explain because it's, you know, kind of out there, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
But once you learn something and you discover something new, that's passed into like our collective unconscious. And so everyone kind of draws from that. And that's what feeds into your subconscious.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why dreams are really, like that's why Carl Jung talks about analyzing your dreams because it's like the gateway into your subconscious and you can analyze it. And there's these themes that go on across all of humanity within your dreams, like these archetypes that we play out.
Like it's like, I don't know, if you don't have any teeth, that means something. Or if like,
kind of, yeah.
You can't speak, that means
I don't
something.
think it really needs to get that nitty gritty, like the details mean something, but like just these themes in your dream can show you something that your subconscious is working on. And like, if you're anxious, you could maybe think about your dreams and analyze them and see like, oh, why am I anxious? Yeah. It might reveal something to you.
Yeah. Like, have you ever been naked in a dream? I've been naked at school in a dream before.
Really?
Yeah. And I couldn't find my glasses. So I was just wandering around the halls naked at school. Yeah.
Yeah. Was there something in your life at that time that tied you to anxiousness at school or something? When was this?
I can't remember.
Last week?
Yeah, last week.
Are you struggling in college?
I'm sure, yeah. I feel naked in my classes. No, I don't know. I guess I didn't analyze it.
Yeah. And it's hard to do it off of one dream. Like you really have to keep a journal and see the themes that keep reoccurring. Because like I said, it's not like you don't analyze the nitty gritty details and try and extrapolate something from that. You really look at like this bigger picture and try and figure it out. So I've been thinking about doing like a dream journal or something just to see what's going on in my subconscious.
Okay.
But
have you written any down?
I've written one down from last night, actually. And
Oh.
it involves you and your dad.
Wow. Okay.
So
Let me
anyways.
guess. Wait, let me guess.
Okay, guess.
We're all working out, and me and my dad are pumping iron, like serious weight.
No.
And you're in the corner, like you got your 15-pound like dumbbells trying to bench it, and you just can't get it up. But we're like
No.
pumping.
That didn't happen. You want to
Okay.
try again? Try again.
Okay, I'll try again. Me and my dad are like, we're boating, and we're having at the time of our lives. And you're in the like on a tube or like wake surfing or something,
Uh-huh.
and you're the one driving the whole time.
Wait, what?
The
I'm
boat.
driving?
Yeah,
How
you
am
don't
I
get to
wake
have any
surfing?
fun. No, you're not wake surfing.
Oh, you guys
we
are wake surfing. Oh, okay. Why? So do you view me as...
Inferior?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding.
You're such a jerk, dude.
No, I'm just trying to,
You know what's funny? In your dream, you were a little bit inferior in this dream.
Okay.
Not for... Well, let me explain. Okay, let's just jump into it. So it
Yeah,
was my
let's hear it.
birthday, and we were kind of doing a celebration.
Which one? 30th? It's coming up?
No, that's in a couple years. So no. It was...
About a
No.
year and a half.
Yeah, well, there wasn't a specific number to this.
Okay.
It was
We'll
just,
say 30.
It just happened to be a celebration.
Okay, we'll say 30.
Okay, fine.
30th birthday.
But that's coming up in a couple of years. I'm not 30 yet.
Well, year and a half.
I'm almost there. But anyways, we're doing stuff. We're going out to dinner, and there's a few other people there. There was like some random people I used to work with like a long time ago from the movie theater there.
Okay.
And we went out to dinner as a group, and we were gonna go to an escape room. And I called you up because you weren't at dinner, and you were like, "Hey, I really am kind of strapped for cash right now. Like my roommates have been giving me gas money. Like that's how that's how like low on cash I am." And I was like, "It's fine. I'll pay for your escape room thing, whatever. Just come and have a good time."
Okay.
And we go to the escape room, but when we get there, it's your parents' house. And
Oh, it is kind of mazy in there.
Yeah, well, I mean, it gets better, but because we get there and your dad comes out and he's like trying to explain all the rules, and he's like, "Well, should we do this?" Basically, your dad was hosting an escape room like in your house.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Well,
And we had to
it's
pay for
alien
that.
themed." Yeah.
In my house.
Yeah.
They were.
That's what was funny because I got there, and after I woke up, I was like, we got there and Neil still made us pay for Gage. It was like, he wouldn't let him just go for free through his own.
No.
He wouldn't let us go for free. For free. For three. Dude, I can't talk tonight. Anyways, yeah, it was just funny because he was trying to explain the rules, and he's like, it's alien themed, and
That's fun.
like you can't run. It just seemed like he was making it up on the spot.
Well, he probably was.
And
Probably their first night.
like you can't throw fist fights and stuff. Just keep it calm. And if you don't get out, that's okay. But let's have a good time.
Okay.
Yeah. And we just kind of sat around, and we never got to start, which was
Oh,
unfortunate.
you woke up before we started.
Yeah. Most of the time was at
Hearing the rules.
dinner and then traveling and just chatting and then listening to your dad try and explain the rules.
Okay. So what do you think that means?
I don't know. I don't know. I was having a good time.
Okay.
Um,
What do you think I represent? Your burdens in life?
maybe.
Your children?
No.
You're always paying for them and stuff?
No, I wouldn't say that. I don't really. I'm trying to think of what it could mean.
Yeah, I don't know.
We don't have to analyze it right now.
No. Well, I wish we could, but
I wish we could. Well, it's hard because, like I said, you can't focus on the nitty gritty. You have to have a few dreams and focus on overarching themes.
yeah.
And so, I don't know. Eventually, after a few dreams, we'll see a connection. I'll do better at keeping my dream journal up to date, and then maybe we can analyze it next week.
Maybe I should keep a dream journal.
Yeah,
as well.
you should. You should try. Do you
Okay.
dream regularly?
Yeah.
Nice. Like every night?
I don't know about every night, but yeah, pretty regularly.
I would say like 5 or 6 nights a week. I have a dream that I remember, at least for in the morning. If I don't write it down
It's
immediately,
like every
then
day of the week.
I forget. Yeah. There's only like 1 or 2 times a week that I won't remember anything.
I dream
I'm a dreamer.
pretty well. The one of the best dreams I ever had, I was Spider-Man.
That's
I
awesome.
was Thwippin.
Like actually soaring through the, like
Yeah.
up on the skyscrapers and stuff.
Yeah. But like I'd be thwipping. And then I get to like some area and then they wouldn't thwip anymore. Though it's like I forgot how to thwip.
Thwippin.
And then like I could go again and like at random points, but like sometimes it would just stop. But it was pretty exhilarating.
Dang. The only superhero dreams I've had is when I've had the ability to fly, but it's never like a full on flying. It's more like I can run and jump a little higher and further. It's like I'm on the moon for a minute.
Okay, so it's not really flying.
Yeah, I've never had a full on superhero dream. I had a dream one time I was riding a broomstick and it was the same thing. I was like, come on, this dang thing can't get me more than 6 feet off the ground. I just kept running and jumping and just getting these long jumps.
Just a regular broom, I guess.
Yeah. So, well, I was jumping higher
That's
than
true.
normal. So it was unfortunate.
Yeah.
I've never had cool dreams like that.
No, you have lame ones like going to my house
Yeah,
for an
it's
escape room.
it's always like very reality based for the most part. But like the places I go to, it's never like the same layout. Like I knew we were at your parents' house, but it was a totally different layout from your regular house in real life.
But you knew it was.
But it was like, it's there, your mom was there, your dad was there. I knew that like, oh, this is the house. I have memories of being here. Do you have that in your dreams? Do you have memories of being places that are in your dream?
No, but I feel like I have like, when I have deja vu, I always feel like I've dreamt it.
Interesting.
So like, wait, I feel like I dreamt this scene in my life.
Crazy.
But I've never.
No memories. I feel like that's an interest, something there's something to take away from there. That I have memories like in my dreams of the dream world.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Start writing it down.
Yeah, I gotta start writing it down. I gotta be more diligent.
Same.
Nice. Oh, you went to Zao this week or last week?
I got Zao, yeah.
Yeah.
You saw that on Venmo?
I saw that on Venmo.
You saw me pay someone for Zao?
I hate Zao.
Why?
I don't like Zao. Someone got it for us when Jacob was born, like as a dinner.
Uh-huh.
And they were like, yeah, we got you the Korean barbecue and this other thing. I was like, oh, sick, Korean barbecue.
Yeah, that's right up your alley.
It was just not good.
Well, I
didn't like it.
You gotta get the yellow curry.
I could probably do the yellow curry.
I go rice, yellow curry sauce, chicken, maybe chicken and steak, half and half. Oh,
you build your own bowl?
Yeah. You gotta get the bowl.
There was corn in my bowl, and I was like, this isn't Korean barbecue. So the lady that got it for us just like threw random stuff in there, I guess. Yeah. I don't know what she likes.
Yeah. I mean, I usually get corn, some nuts, carrots, mix it all up in a bowl. It's good stuff.
Interesting. So it's like a Subway, but for bowls. Rice bowls.
It's better than Subway, but.
Well, yeah, probably healthier, but you get the idea. It's like walk down the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take some of that.
Yeah. Load me up.
Yeah.
The yellow curry. Yes, I did get Zao this week.
Nice.
I'm glad you noticed.
Every time I get on Venmo, I always scroll through. Yeah. Evil send me money and I'll transfer it to the bank. And you're like, all right, what's everyone up to?
Let's see what's going on. Oh, this person paid rent. Oh, this person.
Yeah. It's a lot of that. Yeah. Just like rent, phone, food, stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Sometimes there's a funny caption, but.
It is funny that Venmo has like this social media aspect to it.
Yeah, I don't know how.
I don't know why.
I don't know how many people are using that.
Yeah. Well, you use it.
Well, sometimes, yeah. Probably once a week. I'll give it a little scroll.
That's probably more than a lot of people.
I mean, I don't use any other social media though, besides Be Real.
And Venmo.
And Reddit, I guess. But I very frequently delete Reddit because I spend too much time on it.
You can say that again.
Yeah.
Gone down some weird stuff on Reddit.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta get a break.
Yeah, sometimes you do. Yeah.
Well,
anything else? Should we talk about anything else? I don't know.
I don't have anything else.
Was this a good episode?
I think this is a good episode.
Yeah.
I think we should get some outro music.
Outro music? Should it be one of my songs?
Intro? No. Heck no.
Fine. I don't know. We can I guess have a little business meeting after this.
Yeah.
And discuss it.
Yeah. So here, sing us some outro music.
I want to break. Oh my gosh, my voice is cracking. Let me take a sip of water.
Okay, we'll see you next week. We're all good.
I want to break free. Oh, that was so bad.
You should have left it.
I'll auto-tune it.
Yeah.